I've been on the keto diet for 3 months now, trying to heal or at least improve my migraines, and I'm having problems. I've been having a lot of migraines on the keto diet in the last 3 months. I'm pretty sure I've done the keto diet correctly, but somehow it's not working. I've done keto before from 2014 to 2016. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of records from the time. I vaguely remember what I ate because I have a lot of photos, but I don't really have a diary of when I was sick or how sick I was. I just remember that it helped back then and I had way fewer migraine days. So at the end of 2025, I decided that I need to go back on the keto diet because my migraine have been getting so bad, or I would say they've always been bad. I just came out of my denial and thought I really need to do something about it. And the obvious thing for me to do would be keto because I know it helped before. But this time around, it hasn't. And I've been thinking about it. Maybe I know why, but I'm still not sure. I think one reason is that I am sicker than I was 10 years ago. So the migraine frequency maybe increased a little bit and the symptoms increased as well. And I just think that my body is more broken than it was when the migraine started. So I believe in my case that my body is unable to heal itself from the migraines, and I think it's just getting worse and worse. I think I have more food triggers than I have before. I'm more sensitive to everything. So I want to talk about the migraines I've had in my first 3 months of doing keto. And I don't have an exact time frame of what happened when. I just want to give you like an overview, and I took some notes. So the first one was almond milk, something I think I tried to drink it once, or I tried alternative milks once when it first became popular. I have a bit of a nut intolerance anyway. I wouldn't say it's a full-on nut allergy. I can eat like a few nuts, not a handful, but maybe 5 or 6, and then I'm fine. Except macadamia nuts, which I remember from last time I did the keto diet. It gives me an extreme internal itch, but I'm okay with a few peanuts. Pistachios will be a topic in a minute. Hazelnuts, I mean, I don't eat them anyway, but I'm fine. But also peanut butter, too much peanut butter makes me feel weird. Anyway, I tried almond milk because they say that cow's milk is not great for keto. It's a little bit heavy on the carbs. But anyway, almond milk triggered a migraine. I was sick for 2 days, plus that 1 day that I needed to recover. So I'm counting them separate, my migraine days and my recovery days. But at the end, the recovery days still I count as a sick day. I've just made a video where I talk about the history of my migraines and how they play out and how I need to recover. So I'll link it up here if you want to watch it. So 2 days of migraine plus 1 recovery day where the migraine is gone, but I also can do nothing because I feel so sick and bad and weak. So that took 3 days out of my life. Then pistachios. So I used to eat crisps. I used to eat the kind of fresh organic crisps because they're not quite as processed as other crisps. And I used to like them a lot and I miss the crunch. So I started substituting with pistachios. I love pistachios as well, but I was also aware that I'm a little bit intolerant to nuts. So if I have 5 or 6 pistachios, it's fine. And then it happened that by accident, I ate too many pistachios. That took 2 days of my life with a full-on migraine plus 1 extra day recovering. So that's another 3 days gone. Then I did the same thing again. Pistachios, 2 days gone and 1 day needing to recover. So you might wonder, why do you do that twice when you know pistachios trigger you? How how can I explain? Because pistachios taste really nice and you don't want to believe it until you're really sure. That's the only way I can explain it. And I mean, who gets sick? Who gets a 2-day migraine from pistachios? That's my reason why I did it again. But now I stopped eating pistachios and all nuts completely. The next migraine, it was in the evening because they always start in the evening. And this one, I don't even know a trigger. My head suddenly started getting warm. And then at 9 o'clock, I had to go to bed completely. I was gone for 2 days and 1 day I had to recover. The next one I also did twice. And who has a trigger like this? Yogurt, full fat Greek yogurt with stevia. And you might think it's the stevia, but I'm not actually sure because I think it might be the yogurt, because I think in the past I know I had a migraine once from fruit yogurt, which I don't want to say it's understandable because who gets sick from a fruit yogurt, but it's a fruit yogurt is more processed than a non-flavored yogurt. Although I think it was a good quality yogurt, but still, I think something about the yogurt that triggers me. And I sometimes drink energy drinks, which have unhealthier sweetener than stevia, and they never trigger a migraine. So I think I'm good with the stevia. I think it's the yogurt. But can you be 100% sure? I don't know. I've done the same thing again. So, the first yogurt migraine was 2 days plus 1 day to recover. The next one was just 1 day, and I still needed 1 day to recover. Who gets a migraine from full-fat Greek yogurt? Comment below, let me know. Or let me know what is your weirdest trigger. That isn't even the weirdest trigger. My weirdest trigger is yet to come, so stay tuned. The next trigger I thought was an energy drink because I had an energy drink on that day. And it was quite a strong watermelon flavor. And it did taste a little bit artificial. And I like an occasional energy drink because it gives me energy, especially when you suffer from fatigue. But then later I thought about it and I came to the conclusion that it wasn't the energy drink. And now to my weirdest trigger. So I like watching movies, and I have a laptop on my bed on a little table. It's quite a big laptop, but the laptop never really triggers me. However, I also have a projector in my living room, and when I watch something on a big screen, you know how your eyes move more, like you still, but your eyes move and look around more. And that eye movement is a migraine trigger for me. And I've noticed this before. A few winters ago, I always get the projector out in winter when it gets dark in the afternoon, and then we watch something in the evening. On that occasion, I was watching Frankenstein, the new movie, and it isn't even a very bright or colorful movie. And I watched 2 hours of the movie, and then suddenly, towards the end, I start feeling incredibly, overpoweringly tired. So it's not a tiredness where you think, oh yeah, I'm getting ready to bed. It's time to get ready, time to go to bed. It's all of a sudden I start yawning. I can't keep my eyes open. It's almost painful. And I did finish the movie because it was only 10, 15 minutes to go. And then I need to go to bed within 5 minutes. It's that bad of fatigue. And then the migraine starts. Afterwards, after the migraine, I thought it was the energy drink. Until then I realized, no, it was the projector, because a week or so later, I watched Benjamin Button, also very nice but very long film, and the same thing happened again. And knowing that this happened in the past, I don't know, it's just denial. It's like, so you don't think it happens until it happens. And you start watching a movie and you feel completely fine. And then towards the end, I don't know, you get this unwell feeling. First time the projector thing happened, it was 2 days of migraine plus 1 day for recovery. And then the second time it was just 1 day of migraine and 1 day for recovery. So that's roughly a summary of all the migraines I had in 3 months. That was 12 migraine days plus 8 days to recover, because sometimes the migraine lasts 2 days, sometimes it's 1 day, but the day after, I always need that whole day of recovery. As I said, it's not, I come out of the migraine on that day. It's not a migraine day anymore, but I need to count it because I can't do anything on that day. So 20 days in total, 12 days of migraine plus 8 days of recovery is 20 days in total over the course of 3 months. It's almost a whole week per month that I'm losing. I did some math. It's about 23% of my time, of my life, that's completely gone, where I can't do anything. And that was during the keto diet, my first 3 months of keto. I'm thinking, why is this happening? The keto diet should protect me, or the ketones in my body should protect me. And I'm pretty sure I did it correctly. And I had some keto strips that I used occasionally, and they were dark red. So I know that it wasn't me doing the keto diet wrong. So what I think happened was that the keto diet suppressed my appetite quite a bit, that I ate way less than I usually would, and I also lost quite a bit of weight. And I think the calorific deficit that I had made me weak. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it's the only logical explanation that I have, because on healthy days, while in ketosis, my brain felt really clean and clear, you know, that keto feeling that you get, and you feel invincible and you feel like you can do 1,000 things at once and all that. But then the migraines, they just hit me the same as they did before on a normal diet. Like, what else could be the reason than not having enough calories, not enough energy? So I think I created an energy deficit, which you shouldn't do when you're a migraine sufferer. I really don't know, but I don't know if I want to continue the keto diet now. I think I want to research some other areas, some other ideas. I don't know. Stay tuned, and maybe I see you again, and maybe one day I can overcome and fight these migraines. Thanks for watching, and I hope I see you again.